Sojola here. In this video, we'll be basically discussing a consensus mechanism known as proof of coverage. It's basically used to supply a decentralized wireless network to IoT devices that are positioned at a long range or a long distance, right? So basically, you have a router that emits a low frequency radio signal, right, to IoT devices which are positioned to anywhere from 200 meters to about hundreds of kilometers because it fundamentally uses radio waves, right? Now, this waves that carries data in these radio waves is known as long fi, right? Basically, another thing that you can do, you can also emit a high frequency that can be used for Wi-Fi that is 4G or 5G. Now, basically, how this consensus mechanism works is that you have a number of computers working together, routers, hotspots, servers, right? Now, you have one computer that basically acts as a challenger, right? Now, this challenges other hotspots or IoT devices or other computers to prove that they are using a proof of coverage consensus mechanism, right? Now, when this challenger challenges this, another computer acts as a beacon. A beacon sends out a signal to other hotspots around the area, right? For them to detect the signal. Now, when the signal is detected, those Wi-Fi hotspots and routers are identified as witnesses, right? And then once you have witnesses, then comes the validators, right? To make sure that everything is in order on the blockchain, and then they allow a creation of a block. Then after a creation of a block, then you get rewarded in whatever native token that you are dealing with. Now, the pioneer in this technology or this consensus mechanism is a company known as Helium, right? Basically, they were the first crypto company to use the proof of coverage as a consensus mechanism. Now, it was wrought with a lot of trouble because they tried to build their own blockchain, right? Another stumbling block that they came across is that them licensing out manufacturing in an open source fashion, right? It costed them a lot. They also had an open source software package that they could do, right? So this was the first company, the pioneering company in this consensus mechanism. Then the competition appeared in the form of a company known as Crankk, right? Crankk also uses a proof of work consensus mechanism, but it is built on a blockchain known as Cardina, right? So this blockchain is the second blockchain which actually uses proof of coverage as a consensus mechanism. And it's basically the competition to Helium, right? So thank you for the patience. Please watch the next videos. Amen.